What makes you think you're entitled to double damages if this is a dispute about the propriety of deducting $150? The double is for something beyond just failing to return your security deposit. But let's say you're right, and we find that he shouldn't have charged you for the rugs. How on earth are you entitled to $4,500 back instead of $150 for the rugs?
So I experienced several issues with him, and I gave him many opportunities to correct them, one of which was the security deposit, just simply going over the 21 days. As you saw in the images—
He didn't go over the 21 days.
I moved out on November the 1st, and the check that he provided me was time-stamped by USPS for November 24th.
You gave your notice to move out on October 6th. Now, you say that's a 30-day notice to move.
No, I told him it's not a 30-day notice. I didn't see
You wrote and signed under oath, I gave him my 30-day notice on October 6th.
I did explain in the text message that it was going to be 27 days.
It actually wasn't 27 days either. You gave the notice on October 6th.
To move out on November 1st.
That's not 27 days. Check your math. Either way, you were required to give 30. So doesn't he get to run the 30 days from when you would have moved out? Isn't that when the 21 days runs from?
I felt that I did provide him sufficient notice. There hadn't been much communication between him as well.
So let me ask you this. You are holding him to the very, very strict 21 days. So how come you're giving 26 days notice instead of 30 is like close enough, but his returning it after 23 days instead of 21 is absolutely unforgivable? Isn't that a double standard? Shouldn't we hold you to the same standard? You're required to give 30.
I
so
understand.
Even by your calculation, he would have been within 21 days.
So 21 days from my move-out date, is that correct?
No, it's 21 days from the day that you're supposed to move out under your legal notice.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're good. Parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you very much.
This courtroom is now in recess, so we'll have you wait outside.
All right, so there are a lot of just kind of weird things going on here. This check that I think the plaintiff doesn't know what post-dated means. This check was not dated after the fact. It was dated 10 months earlier for some unknown reason. So the issue with it being more than 6 months old, a bank is not required to cash a check that is longer than 6 months old, but banks will often do it.
What was the reason why she didn't cash it? Because she thought, this is not what I asked. I should be getting the full amount, so I'm not cashing this. So
but I don't think we had any evidence that she was unable to retrieve those funds, and therefore he didn't actually give her money.
Can we settle the first issue of the damages?
I don't think this is so unreasonable, his deductions.
Given the fact that there was another dog?
I mean...
And he didn't mention
If it smelled, that would have been the first thing I would have said. He said, oh, I didn't smell it during the walkthrough. What do you mean you didn't smell it? You smelled it later? I mean, the smell would have been there.
Yeah, to me, it feels very nitpicky, particularly when I really think that she's brought this claim in bad faith. She's come here asking for $4,500, and she did that after moving out and demanding $2,500 for a totally different reason. I feel like the minute she moved out, she set out to try to get a payday. If you two feel strongly that the $172 for the new carpet is inappropriate, I would defer to the two of you on that.
I don't think he can prove that it was her dog that caused the...
And not only that, he did provide an invoice for cleaning the carpet or replacing it. And the cleaning was more expensive than replacing because he was asking to have more than the rugs that he's claiming that her dog ruined clean. So that, to me, he loses credibility. Yes. At the end of the day, I'd give her back the full amount. I don't know about the rekeying, but I'd give her the $1,500.
You wouldn't make her pay the full amount of rent for that 30 days?
Oh, the 30 days. Oh, yeah, no. Minus that. That's it.
I agree with you.
He gave her back the vast majority of the security deposit, and what he did keep, the vast majority of that was for unpaid rent. So I just have a lot of trouble bending over backwards to give her back more money.
He's already agreed to give her $976. And we're adding to that the money he spent for the carpets. So that'll bring it to somewhere around $1,100.
As far as the rekeying thing,
is provided for under the roommate agreement. It says it there, under the security deposit, a $150 rekey fee will be charged if any key is lost or stolen.
Okay.
She had lost
he lost the key, so that's fine.
At the end of the day, it's only about $125 more than she would have had anyway.
Okay.
So we're going to give her a total of $1,100. That is inclusive of the $976 she already got back. We're just assuming that check is no longer valid.
Yes.
Excellent. We're unanimous.
Okay.
Good.